recording, and now I am...
It has begun!
We're gonna have to do that again.
You only get one of those. It's like we just blew up the bridge on the River Kwai. You only got one of them.
Yeah, well, we're keeping it.
Yeah, let's go.
It has begun!
Hello, hello, and welcome to the CTB show today. Well, let's just say it's Thanksgiving. The weather, wow, it's snowing, it's peaceful, it's wonderful out. Every day is a gift. But does it have to be a sock? Welcome to the show. My name is Evan the Mayor, the Total Look. That is Brian the Lechy.
No, fair enough. I do hope that our YouTube viewer is excited to see me perfect my Judd Hirsch cosplay.
And that is IT consultant and cyber news expert Casey the Kasem.
I'd like to buy a vowel, please.
Oh, Casey, where can I get some of them cyber news?
All right, this is the CTB show, Thanksgiving edition. Which means we will talk about Thanksgiving for roughly 10 minutes, and then a whole bunch of things that are not related to Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us. If you are watching us on YouTube, Brian is sporting a tall boy and a cardigan. He is in his smoking lounge.
I liked last week's episode on YouTube.
You sure did. Where's my
Did
sound effect
anybody
for that
else?
one?
Well, at the time we had one view, which I assume was Evan. So, no, Casey.
No,
they didn't.
Did you say Edmund?
We had one view that I assumed was Evan.
No.
My friend.
No, I just
And-
upload them and process them. I don't actually go back and watch them because I have to kind of watch them while I'm, putting them together.
I wonder if I was the one view then, because I didn't watch it.
I don't know.
I mean, it rolled, but I didn't watch it.
Well, I have noticed an uptick that some of these views are getting into the teens.
What?
Yeah. And the one
Well, I
interview
like
that I did with Franca Mueller-Paz, who was running for city council, got into like the 60s.
Is she still running for city council?
She lost.
Okay. I was wondering.
Yeah. T-shirt check. Casey's wearing a Grateful Dead hoodie. His virtual background is very tasteful. It's very classic. Heat Miser, and what's the Frosty guy's name?
Forget.
Do we
I
not?
can't remember.
We don't
I'll
remember
be
that
back.
guy's name?
I think Heat Miser is the cold one, isn't it?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
No.
The Snow Miser.
Snow Miser and Heat Miser?
Yes.
Because
Wow.
I'm just trying to remember from Batman and Robin. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Cold.
That's not the words.
Maybe it is, though. Maybe it is.
Top of the show plugs, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I've mentioned it in the past, but it's been a while. But go to citythatbreeds.com/deals and click through our Get Upside banner, or just download the app and use our promo code 2H7E8. That's 2H7E8. I will put that in these show notes. You can stop the episode and look at the details section if you're in iTunes, and you will see our promo code. Download this app and save money every time you fill up on gasoline. And one of the things that kind of made it an impediment to using this app was previously you had to upload a picture of your receipt when you would get gas to get these discounts. Casey, you've been using this app before, correct?
Yes.
It's kind of a
Yeah.
pain, right?
Yeah.
Well, now they've got verified gas stations, so you don't have to do it. You just kind of like scan your phone on the damn thing, and it's like you've got discounts. It's not just gas stations anymore though. You can go to grocery stores and get discounts. You can go to restaurants and get discounts. And the main reason I'm plugging this app currently is because if you download this app, use our promo code, we get $10 and you get like 50 cents off on gasoline, which nobody's really driving around these days, but it's always nice to save some coin.
Don't we think it's important to stop framing this as getting discounts and more it's like you're selling your information?
The information of where I get my gasoline every Thursday?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah. And how much gasoline?
Yes, Jeff Bezos wants to know.
Well, for $1.19 rebate on a tank of gas, I'm willing to give up that information at least once in a while. But yeah, it's a decent app. I've been using it for over 2 years at this point. And when I was driving to and from Frederick, I was kind of saving some money. So if you want to save some money and use our promo code, please do. That's the Get Upside app.
Can I talk about how much I love my new Zoom backgrounds?
Yeah, you just installed it just now. It's a major shift from the USS Enterprise.
It really does look like I'm lounging in front of the fire.
It does. It does, except that with the graphical artifacts creeping in from the background, it A, looks like your leg is a ghost, and that B, you are wearing a ghostly party hat.
It does look like I'm wearing a party hat. I choose to believe it's the multiverse bleeding through into my bedroom.
Okay, let's go with that. Or it's just Ghostbusters. I don't know.
I just get closer.
I do have one more top of the show plug because this is the holiday season's coming up, and we do still have an affiliate relationship with the Craft Beer of the Month Club. Casey, you've gotten this at least once or twice.
Yeah, I need to renew. I need to re-up on that. It was good beer.
Yeah, you do. But go to
To your door,
citythebreeds.com.
the most important thing, because if you're like me and you don't want to go outside,
Right.
they come to your door.
So if you want to be like Casey and get beer shipped to your door from all manner of breweries across the land, plus up to 3 bonus gifts. Wow. Bonus gifts.
3
Up to 3.
bonus gifts?
Here's one of the things the reason I'm mentioning these guys is they've really upped their game in terms of what they send to you every month. You get a dozen beers. You get like a little newsletter that tells you what's going on with craft beer. You get your bonus gifts. You get
A little story about each of the beers.
each of the beers. You get koozies.
Dear Micro. Once upon a time. Once upon a time, there was a beer, and this beer was delicious. The end.
The more you know.
Blah 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 blah.
Anyway, you can do monthly, quarterly, biannually. You can change your subscription any which way you want. I know that it's kind of expensive, but you're getting beers from all over America, stuff you're not going to find at even Drug City, even the much vaunted Drug City. So check out our banner on the citythebreeze.com/deals, and that has been top of the show plugs. Now let's get into a little segment we like to call
It's been
This is where we talk about the things we've been doing for the past week. Casey, you went to the zoo!
Went to the zoo. Baltimore Zoo, finally.
I'm sorry, that's the Maryland Zoo at Baltimore.
Welcome to the Casey.
Whoa. Brian just sounded like he was inside of some sort of magnetron being torn apart by his atoms.
Maryland Zoo of Baltimore.
Was it the morning zoo?
There you go.
Uh-oh. I was trying to do a morning zoo voice. Hey, Casey, did you see all the crazy animals over there?
The penguins were the best.
Did you see 2
All
donkeys
the penguins,
fucking...
They look like they're waiters.
No, I did. We were a little bit late for that one.
Did you see any animals pooping?
No.
Would Cannon like it? Like, I only go to the zoo to see animals do 2 things, and that's fucking poop. Is
Simultaneously.
I think you have some personal problems and you need to seek help immediately.
What do you go to the zoo for, Casey?
Just, I don't know, to see the animal. Like, usually they're just laying around. Maybe they'll eat some
Brian
food.
gets out his binoculars. He's like, wait, is that bear taking a shit?
Oh, wait, what's happening? I think that bonobo's got a boner.
Boner. Whoop.
What he's doing? He's hogging it.
This is a
I
combo.
also like to watch the monkeys hit their babies.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
also really funny.
Well, you know, they sit
Not
there
see
crying
anyone.
all the time, begging for scraps.
So,
Did get-
if we're listening at, I'm really fascinated with poop, sex, and violence. I'm basically a 5-year-old. I believe it's called anal
Basically.
retentive.
No, I think you're a 13-year-old. That's
Oh, thank
that
you.
still qualifies.
Thank you.
Poop, sex, and violence. Title of the episode. Just kidding.
Casey's trip to the zoo.
Got to feed the giraffe. That was enjoyed.
What did you feed him? Cotton candy?
No, it was leaves. They I don't know, you buy these leaves and then they're like, here, feed a giraffe. And
You buy the
Do you
leaves.
think giraffes like cotton candy?
I don't think so.
Casey, what? Why are giraffes?
Why are giraffes?
Why are giraffes?
Why are giraffes?
Brian,
I don't know.
Casey, you give your answer. I'll give mine.
Why are giraffes? Because mama giraffes are so tall, and then they fall really far, and that gravity stretches out their neck.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, okay. Have you ever seen giraffes fight each other?
No.
Great.
Like, it's wild. They whip their necks back and forth.
We did hear somebody mention. So Cannon has his book. It is about a giraffe dancing. And
Giraffes are very good dancers, you know.
yes, and I don't know. Somebody else was referencing this book, and I was like, "Oh, we have." I
What's
didn't
the
realize
book
it was
called?
A popular book. I can't remember.
It's called The Popular Book about Giraffes. So that dance.
Dancing.
The Dance of Giraffe.
It's called The Popular Book about Giraffes, dancing.
Yeah, and so now we're members of the zoo.
Oh,
Hi,
What?
I'm Jenny Giraffe, and I'm here to teach you about dancing. That's what giraffes, most people don't know what giraffes sound like, and they are raspy with vocal fry.
yeah. I've seen their infomercials. It's very rare. My answer is trees are tall.
Trees are tall. Casey, what is your favorite animal?
Ooh.
What is my favorite animal?
Yeah.
What's your
That's a
favorite
good
animorph?
question. No one's ever asked me that before.
Really?
The penguin, maybe?
Were you not 8? I don't understand.
I was
The
an 8 in
penguin?
Cecil County, so
Is the penguin, did you say the penguin because he's also your favorite Batman villain?
maybe. Possibly.
Villain. My favorite animal is the duck-billed platypus
It's a very unique creature.
because it is a mammal that is a monotreme, which means it uses the same hole
Yeah.
for sex and peeing.
Just like birds.
Did you just learn this in school? Is that in class?
Oh, Casey,
Are you
I
doing
carry this
book
around.
report
I
on the-
carry this around with me.
Don't lie. You're doing a book report on platypuses.
I'm doing
Platypi.
I'm doing the Towson University Science Fair, and it's duck-billed platypuses. What up with that?
You have a diorama of duck-billed platypi.
I do. I have my 3-fold big cardboard thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I cut out all the letters, and I said platypus, more like platypossum.
Good job.
The science fair really is just it's a construct of whoever came up with those trifold boards, right?
No, Casey,
It's
you're
like big
correct.
cardboard.
The science fair is a social construct, and it deserves to be torn down. You know, it's not fair to make it. What was your dumbest science fair project?
I don't even remember. That's how dumb they are.
I once did a project where I wanted to see which soda would make plants grow fastest?
Wow.
The answer was none of them.
I had a science project where it was an empty fish tank, and I measured the growth of algae on one side of the tank versus the other. The one side of the tank had a light on it. The other did not.
Okay, how'd that go?
I don't know.
So what we're saying is none of us developed rockets.
Yeah, I didn't have a rich
in
parent
the
who just
coal
sat there
mine.
and made a paper mache fucking volcano with me, and got the red food dye and the baking soda vinegar combo with the dishwashing liquid to make the fake lava.
My mother was often fond of saying that she and I were estranged as I was, visiting her for the third time that week. But I would say that our relationship was never as strained as when I was between 11 and 14 years old, having to do the Franklin Middle School Science Fair. Like, there was no bigger battles in the Levy household than a science fair. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
No better time then.
Just make sure you air your grievances with your mother. You don't want her to go to her grave without knowing why she pissed you off. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Well,
this Thanksgiving is the one to do it because you won't have to see them for a couple of months. So air all your grievances this year.
Yeah, we are only seeing my mother because the rest of the family we could not get out there in time to get that test, and the lines apparently were insane. And
No, you're only seeing your mother because of guilt.
no,
No,
it's fun to hang out at the old house in Catonsville and eat a bit of bird and beef.
I just found out that my youngest sister is not going to be at Thanksgiving, and I am stoked.
Oh, it's the one that you don't enjoy.
She sucks.
So who's it going to be? Just you and your dad?
Oh, and my middle sister.
Oh.
I mean, they're all my younger sisters. It's the youngest one that sucks, Casey. Like, you know how, you just like all of your family? I am only mildly annoyed by one member. Well, mildly annoyed by all of them. I just actively dislike.
Well, here's what's a little more than mildly annoying now that Thanksgiving Eve has essentially been canceled by COVID and the governor and the
Podgang!
Yeah. Apparently now the restrictions have gotten to the point where they're getting the state troopers out there to enforce, if places are over capacity or not coming in within compliance. And a couple people in Edgewater apparently assaulted some people that work at a store because the store said, hey, you should put your mask on. And they were like, fuck you, libtard cook! I'm a fucking freedom fighter!
This is why Corona is bullshit. Because here I am, newly single, heading into the weekend before Thanksgiving.
It's been 7 months.
I should be able to go to the bar of
CVP.
my high school's choosing. No, not CVP. We go out in Reisterstown. But I should be able to go to the bar of my high school's choosing, find some other divorcee that I graduated with, and, make out in the parking lot or something.
Ugh.
It's a conspiracy. It's just a conspiracy against Brian Levy.
You know what? It's the fucking Chinese, man. They don't want me to have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, in that Wuhan lab, they had they've got an entire wall of pictures of you doing walking down the street, surveillance photos. These are things Brian likes to do. How can we ruin it completely?
Oh, it's
no more karaoke, no more making out with strangers, no more than.
Well, I don't know if I'd like making out with strangers. I'd like to remember if I did or not. I just don't have the chance because of the Chinese virus.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big bummer. Everybody I know is kind of we're not going anywhere or doing anything because we want to be able to spend time with our family on Thanksgiving, which the CDC is no, don't do that. Everyone, please, just don't, please, no!
I like how we...
I had an...
What's that, Casey?
As I said, I had an idea of how to get people to wear masks.
Yeah.
and we need a PR department to come in and rebrand the mask. Let's not call it the mask. It's the Freedom Shield.
Sure.
And then you put like American flag. You get The Rock involved.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, who comes out with Under Armour comes out with a mask, big old Brahma Bull on the side, stealing my thunder.
Yeah, put John Cena on one of them bitches.
Yeah.
You can have John Cena's face.
I call my mask my Rocky Dennis face.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Rocky Dennis.
Took me a moment.
Eric Stoltz. That's a great joke.
Oh boy,
I was watching It's Academic this weekend, like I do every weekend, and there's this one kid who looked just like Rocky Dennis, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks." And kids, if you don't know who Rocky Dennis is, Google him.
But just be nice.
Yeah, do it at work.
Especially if you're in a meeting and there's a big screen involved.
Yes. Say, look at this poor, unfortunate soul.
It's sad, but true. Ooh, speaking of Disney and cartoons, Casey, before we get back to some Thanksgiving, the new season of Animaniacs is out on Hulu, and you saw some of it.
Real quick, stop, Casey. What do you think that the Animaniacs, famously the Warner Brothers and sister,
and the Warner sister dot,
have to do with Disney?
It's cartoons.
They're cartoons.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to say.
You didn't hear my transition line? It was just like, yeah, speaking of Disney and cartoons and stuff.
Oh, right. I remember that part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, give us a quick beat on that. What was that?
How is the new Animaniacs, Casey?
So I'm a couple episodes in. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. I was, as a kid, I wasn't like obsessed with them, and I grew to appreciate them when I was older. But watching the new episodes, like I'm hooked. The one criticism that I saw is that it kind of leans a little bit too heavy on the Animaniacs and then Pinky and the Brain, and they kind of like sidelined all their other popular characters.
What were the other popular characters?
I don't know. There's some squirrel. There's some squirrel. It was really popular. I don't know. I never was that into them to be that attached. I like Pinky and the Brain, so I like it so far. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's definitely worth a watch.
I like Good Feathers.
I like Tasmania.
Yes.
Come to Tasmania.
We need me and you. Yeah, the early to mid
'90s.
'90s.
That's way under, down, under. The sky's always yellow where the rain's all shines.
That's right. But that era was like just rife with WB cartoon spin-offs. I mean, Tiny Toon Adventures had at least 3 spin-offs.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
Elmira
had a spin-off.
Owned Pinky and the Brain.
Right.
For a little bit.
Yeah, in a spin-off show about Elmira.
Okay.
And I think Hampton and Plucky.
Plucky had a spin-off, but he was a baby.
Oh.
Yeah. And there was an episode where every time an elevator, he was obsessed with pushing the button for the elevator, and every time he would make it go down, he would say, "Elevator, go down the hole."
Go down.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
I remember that.
And I guess technically Animaniacs is a spin-off, sort of, because it's like WB. I don't remember if there was any crossover.
I don't think so. I think it's just a separate show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Freakazoid.
What was your favorite Tiny Toon?
I did like it when Plucky got his own show and he was just, I don't know, he was like a even angrier Daffy Duck.
But did Tiny Toons come out in 1989?
No, it was like 91, 92
thing.
Yeah.
Is it for 90s babies?
Guess you could say that.
I guess.
See, I don't remember a whole lot of Tiny Toons. It was only on for 2 years. It was from 90 to 92.
But there were like 145 episodes.
Probably.
That was the thing about cartoons in the 80s and 90s. They'd be on for 2 seasons, and produce like 300 hours of television.
Yeah. Well, those things, they were on every single day, and there'd be a while where it was like all new episodes, and then you'd not see any new episodes for a while, and then they'd come back.
The spin-offs were The Plucky Duck Show and Pinky Elmira and the Brain.
Okay, yeah.
One is a genius and the other's insane, Casey.
But why would they? I never did see that, so I'm not really sure why. Like Pinky and the Brain had their own spin-off, so why have Pinky Elmira and the Brain?
Why not? Hey, man.
Because they like that money.
It was the 90s, baby.
Oh, yeah.
They were sucking on jargons and, like, green-lighting shows. It was just how it was happening.
Stereotyping Jews is terrible.
There's a whole bit on them, like, selling out and, like, reboot culture. It's pretty funny.
So what's the...
How do they feel about... I want to know what the Animaniacs take on cancel culture is.
There's also, you can tell that their audience is definitely adults who watched it as a kid, and there's a whole segment that's an allegory, a metaphor for gun violence, and it's bunnies, so it's the right to bear buns, and they just like keep reproducing these bunnies, and. They definitely they hit you over the head with it, but it's kind of in a funny way. It's pretty good.
Well, now I don't need to watch it because I know it's a left-wing libtard commie plot to take away my buns. I mean guns. Shit.
They took our buns.
All right, getting back to Thanksgiving very briefly. One shining beacon of this whole, Thanksgiving low-key kind of canceled everything because of COVID. No Black Friday. Yeah.
It's just like a month long and on the internet now.
Right. It's all on the internet, so it's Cyber Month Day. Title of the episode. I'm here for it because, like Amazon this week is like, it's Black Friday week, whatever. Yeah. Get an Echo Dot.
They've been doing that
$21.
since October.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As if it was ever not possible to get an Echo Dot for $21, but now especially. God! Oh my God!
I'm so sorry. I was listening to you guys talk about Amazon and stuff, and then I sneezed
3 times.
I'm allergic to Jeff Bezos.
I think this is the first time we've had an on-air sneezing fit.
Well, I always sneeze 3 times.
I know, but I'm saying this is like the first time it's ever happened on the show.
Well, I apologize.
Brian has COVID.
It's just not professional.
Yeah,
I was learning all about the Black Friday deals. I'll tell you, you know who's going to be at work on Black Friday?
You.
This guy.
Are you doing any Black Friday deals on shaved ham?
We're not. We do have our normal, wonderfully, reasonably, affordably priced items.
It's a major sales pitch there.
That's the 41st Street Giant. 1020.
Are you going to show up to Thanksgiving dinner with like employee discount lunch meat?
Casey, I'm glad you asked this question. Do you know what I did this week? I figured I couldn't trust the fact that it's going to end up being at the most 4 people at my father's house. I couldn't trust that I'd get enough leftovers to take home. So I did purchase Giant's $19.99 Thanksgiving dinner for 2.
For yourself.
Just for myself.
What is in said dinner for 2?
I don't plan on like eating it alone
now.
But I do plan on making sure I have some turkeys to slap on with some stuffing. Make me a good, nice little Thanksgiving Day sandwich.
Right. All right. So here's a good little preamble to the last thing I want to talk about before we take a break. Thanksgiving related. Since it's going to be a micro Thanksgiving for us. I said, all right, I'm going to bring a chicken, like a 4-pound chicken. We're going to stuff it like a chicken. Yes, we're going to stuff it like a turkey because you cannot find a 4-pound turkey.
A chicken?
It's a fucking chicken, Brian. Get the wax out of
It's
your
like
ears.
it's like a turducken, but minus the duck and the turkey.
Now we're gonna stuff it like a turkey, air fry it, and I'm doing a beef medallion tenderloin situation. So beef, chicken, and then the sides. We got the mashed potatoes. We got cheesecake for dessert. I forget what else we're doing. So it's kind of very small, but enough. There's 3 of us, so there's gonna be leftovers, which is great, and enough of the right kind of leftovers to do a Thanksgiving sandwich. It's just that it's chicken instead of turkey.
No, it sounds delightfully delicious.
Yeah, man, that air fried turkey. Yeah, baby.
The chicken.
Chicken. Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Famously, you're not having a turkey this year.
Whatever. Who fucking cares, man? We'll do it for Christmas. I don't give a shit.
Uncle Sam cares.
The plan is basically, now that we'll have enough time to sort of organize an actual family dinner with more than 3 people, we can do it in between Thanksgiving and Christmas when not everyone is trying to get tested at the same exact time. Is
that what people are doing? They're just waiting for. But what if everybody decides to wait for December 3rd?
Well, I don't know. I don't think many people think that way, but hopefully they don't.
Well, they do now.
Because I think Christmas is going to be even worse than this, because people are really going to want to travel. Casey, how many people are you going to have at Thanksgiving?
6 plus the child.
6 plus the child, so 7.
Yeah.
Casey, babies are people too.
He doesn't count for a whole person though when you're talking about food.
6 and a third people.
Whatever. Because what's going to happen is you're going to make him a plate, and then you're going to sit down with your plate, and then he's like, "I want that. I want what you have on your plate."
Question: at what point? So your child is now what, 2?
2.5.
2.5. All right. So is he 25% a person? What percentage of a
That's a good
person?
question.
What percentage? At what age do you become 100% a person?
Well, I think it depends on-
37.
If you're at a restaurant, he can still order. He can order off the kids menu. But if you go to the zoo, they charge a child fare.
What? For a toddler?
It's after 2.
Oh.
It's like you go to Disney. I think it's after 2. I think
Okay.
as well.
So
that's why
according
people
to
lie. They're like, no, they're 1.5.
according to zoo fare rules, he's 33% a person, because if he's an infant, it's free.
It's like 75%.
75% a person.
It's like 22 for an adult, and then 18
But to be
for
fair,
a child.
To be fair, most babies in the zoo can walk after about 10 minutes. So.
Oh, that's true. And they're able to breed by like 3 months.
Oh, that's hot.
All right, one final question before we take a break. Get to the shout-outs. Hey, guys, it's Thanksgiving. What do we have to be thankful for this year?
Oh, you know what? That's a tough question. One, I haven't really come up with an answer for yet. I think I'm happy for personal growth. I'm thankful for personal growth. And the Royal Farms on Keswick that sells beer.
Fair enough. Casey?
I really do. I think that's a legitimate answer.
That's fine.
I'm thankful that I found this cool place to live, and that I have friends who help me move stuff in. I'm thankful for lots of things, but I think the short answer is personal growth and the Royal Farms on Keswick that sells beer.
Totally fine. Casey, what do you got?
I'm thankful that my son is at the age where he's into Christmas. So
Okay, all right.
all the time. We listen to Christmas records pretty much every night. He wants to listen to Rudolph. He listens to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
He won't shut up about the fact that Die Hard's a Christmas movie. He's just like, oh,
exactly.
Christmas. They're at a Christmas party. It must be a Christmas movie.
Exactly. but it's so much more fun. Like right now is really fun because he loves Christmas.
God, good thing he's not Jewish. That would be really awkward.
Yeah, it would be kind of awkward. Because there's really only what you just have the one song.
Because
Right?
you really only know one Jew, Casey.
No, that's not true.
No, there's two of them. Two of them in the
I know at least three.
the CTB show sphere. Anyway, I'm actually thankful for obviously not COVID, but the kind of lockdown situations and whatnot that forced me and my friends to do things that we don't normally do, like in any other timeline. Like, I did more tubing this year than I ever did before I went camping. Haven't done that in a long time. So a diversity of activities. I'm very thankful for that. I'm obviously thankful that I did not get COVID. And I don't really know a whole lot of people that did.
You found more activities that you can drink during other than just sitting in your chair.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair, but fuck you. Yeah, other than that, 2020 has been a nuclear meltdown of a fucking mess, and thank Christ it's almost over. More on that after the break. But in the meantime, it is time to celebrate and be thankful for the internet sensation.
Get the music.
Sweeping 92Q. It's time for shout-outs.
Give me the track.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Shout-outs is the part of the show in which we take a not break and give mad props, aka shout-outs, to persons, places, and things that are giving us jollies and improving our quality of life. My shout-out this week is to a little operation called Pork and Pine. It's a person dressed as Santa Claus on a bike that delivers a Christmas tree to your house and gives you a pulled pork sandwich. Google them.
I've heard of this. Is this like just in the city?
Yeah, pretty much. They're on bikes.
Okay.
However, this Saturday, as this will be the Thanksgiving Eve episode of the CTB show, Saturday will be they will have a pop-up at Whitehall Market over by Blue Pit and Waverly and all that other stuff, where the original ceremony coffee is, to do a pop-up for little mini Christmas trees. And I am definitely going to go and get one, because my living room is tiny. Whee! Also, shout out to decorating that house the day after Thanksgiving. Getting those lights up, baby.
Now, today.
Or that. Casey, do we have anything from the FOM zone?
We do.
Thanks to the Casey Bot 5000, an invention that I came up with.
Shout out to Casey Bot 5000. that was pretty good. I like that. Listener Kelsey said, shout out to Arby's seasonal sweet potato fries. More sweet potato, please.
I'm really happy to hear from Kelsey, but nah, that's a terrible take.
What are you talking about? Sweet potato fries is the best. I
am long on record as to my hatred of sweet potato fries.
Potato?
Potato fries. You say potato, I say potato.
It is a very divisive French fry. Divisive. Versus sweet potato versus curly.
It's not up to me, but the rule is that if you like sweet potato fries, you're the same kind of terrorist as someone who likes pineapple on pizza.
Oh. You mean Hawaiians?
All terrorists.
Right. Everybody knows that.
If you grow up on the beautiful island of Oahu.
Oh. Whew.
Oof. Oof.
Woof.
Islamo-fascists.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Anything else, Casey, from the FOM zone?
Jeff says, shout out to Naps.
Very basic and evergreen shout out.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I had just woken up from a nap when I saw that.
Anything personal from your neck of the woods?
Just shout out to the zoo. It was good. They've got their stuff together. Now that I'm a member, I'm sure I'll be going quite a bit. They have a light display.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we're planning on going to see that. I gotta figure that out.
I plan on hopping the fence and skulking about during the evening.
There's a lot. It was really funny because there's just when you're walking in, because the train is shut down, so you have to walk into the zoo, whereas normally you take the trolley up to the front.
Mm-hmm.
There's just deer everywhere.
Yeah.
It's no, You could be anywhere, dear, but you're in a zoo.
Nature is a zoo, Casey. I didn't know if you know that. A cageless zoo. Brian, who is being absorbed into the background by his virtual background, is lying down. Give us your shout out so we can move on with the show.
My shout out is to good, clean living of the Quaker kind. That's how you live to be 100.
Very good.
I want no further elaboration other of that thing that I just said.
Okay.
I don't want to explain it at all.
Ask and ye shall receive.
I don't want to say another word about it.
Okay.
Don't even ask me to try and say what that's all about.
Wish granted.
I won't tell you, even if you beg me.
Casey, are you wondering what he's talking about?
Don't even try. Casey, how much money would you pay me to reveal the secret of what my shout out is about?
Hold on.
Everything that's in my pocket right now.
I've got.
Oh, is it, Casey? Is it the Ring of Power?
I have
is that
$3.
what you've got in your pockets?
Is it worth $3 to you? That's how much dollars I have.
Precious.
It is. It's worth no money in the world.
No money in the world. What about Mars?
You mean the Martian dollar?
Yeah.
What's the exchange rate?
It's
of
1 to
the
1.
American dollar?
1 to 1.
What do you know what they call the Martian dollar?
Tell me.
It's a Mooney.
I guess we'll never know what that Quaker Living junk was about. Casey, did you have anything else?
I made it up. I froze. I froze.
Okay, all right. You just made it up on the spot. Got it. Casey, did you have anything else? Sorry, you got cut off.
Yeah. Just finally getting my duct work replaced.
Ooh.
Oh, let's hear about that when we come back.
Casey, what was in your ducts? We're not coming back from anything. We're plowing through this one, baby.
Well,
something definitely died.
You have to
not
pee.
Locate the carcass, but given the graveyard of dead birds that was underneath there,
holy
I'm willing
shit!
to bet it's a cat.
Oh.
Or
so
just
wait, so you didn't find a body, but you did find the den of a homeless individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it now? Where was this? Where was this slaughterhouse in relation to your home?
Underneath the floorboards.
Which room?
The kitchen.
The kitchen. How many feet must this creature crawl through to get to this spot?
Not very many feet.
Do you have a large-sized intake vent in the kitchen?
They're just normal air ducts.
Okay.
What are there are lots.
Unless we're talking like an X-Files Edward Toombs situation.
Oh, that was sexy, Casey. Turn me on.
I
was thinking
my
more
theory.
of a John McClane, now I know how sardines feel, or anchovies, or whatever he says. Come to Casey's house, have a few laughs.
Here's the simplest explanation. Cannon Cochran is able to get through the large-style intake vent, crawl through the ducts, go outside, and murder birds, and then hoard them underneath the kitchen.
Casey,
I'm already saving up for therapy.
Does your child subscribe to some kind of immortality serum by eating livers? I know you've already mentioned Adrian Toombs, but I just want to go back to it.
I don't think so, but I'll double check.
I think you should.
Wasn't he the guy? Oh wait, no. There was another character on X-Files that ate cancer.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like a guy that was made of like cancer, and he ate cancer, and yeah.
I was made for eating your cancer. You were made for feeding me
cancer. All right, second half of the show. I have a few random ass things put down but I have to make mention of this as of this recording and as of the airing of this episode in less than 4 days. It's basically confirmed, but we're not 100% sure that we're going to be interviewing the mayor-elect of Baltimore, Brandon Scott. So
we're legitimate. We're legitimate.
That's probably going to happen.
I'm knocking on the table.
Yeah, I am as well. I got a little wood desk right here. I'm going to follow up with their coordinator the day after Thanksgiving and just be like, hey, just checking in to confirm. But, as of a day or two ago, I sent them the Zoom link. We got mostly positive, almost exclusively positive feedback on the questions we were going to ask and that sort of thing. But, as long as I get absolute confirmation, we will push it out to social media for listener questions.
Did you on that list? Did you include Brian's question?
What are you gonna do with that hole?
What are we gonna do about that hole?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buzz by that hole to see what's going on before we put that on the list. But anyway, I don't know. This is kind of a fun big deal. Interviewing a mayor of a major metropolitan city. Hopefully, I don't have to come on mic on that Sunday and say, whoopsie. Am I right, Casey?
You are absolutely correct.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I don't really want to talk about it much, because we just don't know.
But the question is, what kind of Zoom background are you gonna have?
Good question. I'm thinking we should go a straight logo. I'll do my UTS. You do the official logo. Brian can fuck off. I'm saying that.
Should
because...
you have the UTS logo though?
I
kind of like the new one. The new one's nice.
Maybe I'll just do like a yeah, okay. We'll just all use the official logo then. If I can find something animated, I might do that. Like the little city seal button that I had.
Zany to the max.
Yes.
you got bologna in your socks?
That's right.
Oh, you have bologna in your sex? Fun.
Welcome back to the show, Brian.
Who knew I was gone?
Well, we did.
We said, hey, Brian, what do you think about this? And
why would you say that? You knew I wasn't here. That's on you, Casey. That's on you.
It should be noted, I made an appointment many moons ago to get my real ID through the MVA.
As opposed to the fake one that you've been using?
Yeah, the fake ID that I've been using. I decided I wanted to get a real one. And because of COVID, you have to go online and make an appointment. I made the appointment, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, and it just so happens to be this Wednesday at like 12:30. So I might live tweet from the MVA if it's like a total nightmare. But
honestly, if it takes you any longer than 10 minutes, I'll be shocked. Especially because you made an appointment.
Ooh, we can take you know
what? Shout out for my soon-to-be ex-wife. She made sure I got that shit taken care of. So it is not a problem for me in my life.
You had to go to the MVA to do that stuff?
I did.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we come back and basically like the letter, like we come back from doing it and basically like the letter telling me that I need to do it is in the mailbox. And I was like, yes.
Well, anyway, my main point of bringing this up is that the email that I got saying this is to confirm your appointment had a little link to the address, which is out in Reisterstown, and I clicked on the link, and it took me to MapQuest. I was unaware that MapQuest still exists.
Is the MVA's site an Angel Fire site?
Yeah.
Is it GeoCities?
GeoCities. It's got a guest book.
Did they ask you? Does it have a visitor counter?
Yeah. It's got a visitor counter. It's got a little dancing baby gif in the lower corner.
Did they ask you to visit their MySpace?
Yeah.
Add them on Friendster.
Yeah, add the Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration on MySpace.
Now, I will say this. I used MapQuest for years. My general, this is all those years I didn't have a cell phone. Like, I was, I think we all remember those times. Like, I was very much a go someplace, write down the directions on an index card, And then save the index card.
Oh yeah. So you have a Rolodex of how to get places.
Yeah. I can also. I'm not like one of these
Casey's
younger
house.
millennials. I know. I know how to read a map.
Oh yeah, me too. And this is wild, but my aunt, like, we had to go get her car because she, like, got hurt, and we had to go get it because she got hurt on the street, and they took her away from her car, so we had to go get the car. And I'm driving her car, and she's got all these map books. And I was like, whoa, map books. I'm just, like, leafing through the Baltimore metropolitan area map book.
Oh, Rogan, you're so good at this.
Yeah. But
I was gonna make a Joe Rogan's Thesaurus joke, but just pretend I did, and it was really good. Thank you.
Classic Brian.
I'm very literary. I'm like an episode of Archer over here.
Yeah, but one other
what
note.
If the name is actually Roger, and I've just never heard it said out loud before?
I don't know. My mind is blown. Anyhoodle, MapQuest, the website is just as janky as you would think. It's like going back to look at MySpace, which I'm sure even MySpace at this point is updated at least once or twice. But yeah, there's like banner ads and videos on all over it, and it's just like, my eyeballs.
Do you ever wonder if, like, did you ever have to make like a website for school or anything? And do you ever wonder if that's still there?
No, I did not, but I certainly made a website.
Oh, right, you're too old.
I made a website for myself.
Oh, I wonder if
still there.
No, it's not. It was on GeoCities, and then when I finally decided to make citythatbreeds.com, it all went away.
I spent a lot of time this week thinking about AIM, and that's why I asked the Fam Zone what their AIM screen name was.
Yeah.
Like, could I find my profile?
I don't know.
No, they shut it down.
But I think it's still linked to some sort of AOL profile that's not like...
Why can't they just put it, like, all of the AIM profiles in the clouds or something?
In the clouds?
Because you still have to pay for it.
Who?
They would have to pay for it.
Who?
AOL. Time Warner.
But if it's in the cloud, it's just out there.
Oh yeah, the cloud is free.
Yeah.
What if they can't? Why can't they just put it on the internet?
Yeah, he's right. Just put them all on there.
Just put it. Just say this is. Just make a website.
There you go.
It is. Search your name. What? Why can't Casey? I have a question for you. I want to see all of my instant messages from the year 2000. Who has those?
China.
Okay.
Because COVID is a conspiracy against you personally.
Is there
high school?
Is there a list of all of my away messages?
Again, no, that's Russia. Russia has those.
Do you guys remember when you used to have to tell somebody that you were leaving your virtual, like BRB?
Yeah, AFK.
Instead of just disappearing for hours at an end and replying to their last message as if they had just said it seconds ago.
My favorite aspect of Instant Messenger was once you left that chat, the chat went away forever. But you could save them as HTML files. And so I have a bunch of saved chats from college. And occasionally I will go back and revisit them.
Are you
just
like
instantly
me?
cringe?
No. I mean, some of them are really funny. We're talking about like pro wrestling and just dumb shit. But, you know.
What about LiveJournal? Is that still around?
I'm sure it is.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Liz.
Yeah. LiveJournal, DeviantArt, and Tumblr.
Are you like me? Was your first like pornography a 3/4-inch disc of black and white pictures of badly photoshopped celebrity faces on pixelated naked bodies?
No, it was that, except I would...
and woods porn. And
woods porn. You know, I would download them off of the bulletin board systems that other people had set up, where I would use my 14.4 baud modem to dial up a number and connect directly to their little server. And
question. I have a question. Whenever I go on the internet, does it someplace still make the noise and I just don't hear it?
I'm not even like, Casey, can we even like get a 56K modem and connect to something with it?
Yes.
How fast? Casey, one time I spent 4 hours printing out the script to Highlander, the motion picture. How long?
You do not value your own time.
Well, it was 1995. And to be fair, that was the exact thing that the internet was there for at the time.
That's true.
Like, there was no, like...
For me at that time, it was move lists for Mortal Kombat 3. Yeah,
like, I was logging on to the internet through my Baltimore County Public Library internet subscription. I was masturbating at the library, like, just like any number of homeless individuals going to the library and just sitting in the middle using the internet.
No. Anyway, that's enough of that.
So, little tidbit.
And remember, next week, we're going to have the mayor on.
You're not going to be on.
What?
Live Journal is still around, and they have a top journals, and quote unquote today. The number one top journal for today is from December 23rd, 2014.
Wow. So it's like a ghost of the internet thing.
But are there still new live journals being written?
There is still new live journals being written.
Casey, when's the last time you wrote in your live journal?
Last week.
Okay, good. Dear Internet, working so hard.
Dear Micro.
We should make a live journal that's just us writing letters to Micro.
Dear Micro, I went to school today. I saw them looking at me. One day they'll really see me, though.
Yeah.
They don't see the real me.
They don't understand.
I love you, Micro. I love you. I
want to be your dirty
10 minutes
job.
later, you get a knock on your door.
Signed, Brian Levy, age 37.
Age 37.
Dear
all right.
Micro,
Yes, one
do you
more.
hear the rain on the windows? It sounds like your name written on my heart. Micro.
That is the sound that rain makes now that you think about it.
It does. That's exactly what it sounds like. Oh, by the way, signed, Brian Levy, age 37.
In blood.
Well, not in blood, but I am using a font that makes it look like Death of Superman.
Mm-hmm,
I think we all know what I'm talking about.
With the blood letters.
Blood.
All right, one more thing.
Dear Micro.
Go.
I opened up my veins for you so you can see my heart beat out my love. I yearn for you, Micro. I bleed for you. Signed, Brian Levy, age 37.
And then right after this, Evan gets a call. I'm sorry, we're going to have to cancel.
Damn it. Damn you, Brian.
Good news, staff of Mayor-elect Brandon Scott. It's all a joke. I really don't like Mike Rowe. I find him to be a competent broadcaster, but otherwise I don't think about him.
And then you secretly turn around to your other computer to go to your other live journal where it's all like death to Mike Rowe, like Photoshops.
I'd like to think that people can understand that we can both A, do a comedy show, and B, ask the mayor important questions. Get you a man who can do both is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but at a cursory glance, all they find is footage of you talking about masturbating at the public library, and I don't think they really, understand that.
I see where your concern is.
Taken out of context, it doesn't seem real good. Uh-oh, everyone's frozen.
Well, but in kind of one of both best gadflies.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Nothing for that. That's fine. That's fine. What's next? What are we doing? Where are we at?
No, Brian, the connection became unstable. It was not that we were ignoring your hilarious jokes.
No, I was
my jaunty banter.
Yeah.
That's the right move.
The final topic of the evening, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it because I don't want to be too topical anymore because everything is going so lightning fast. You know what I'm saying?
Less topical, more tropical. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, let's warm his hot heart with a cool island song. But this just in, I mean, we started recording at like 8-ish, but, as of like 6:30, the General Services Administration has said, hey, Mr. Biden, it's time for you to start transitioning. So that's nice.
Oh, to what? This is bad news for me because I told a lot of people that to give the universe the extra boost it needed, that I would quit smoking if Joe Biden won.
You had mentioned this.
And, well, at this point, it looks like it's really going to happen. I was sure. I was positive that Donald Trump is going to win. But no, it doesn't look like that's the way it's going to go.
He hasn't conceded. It's just that the General Services Administration was like, all right, let's start getting this moving, please.
Well, did you see his tweet? He did tweet out that while I think we're going to win in the end, I've told them to go ahead and start transition for the good of the nation.
Like that's the answer. Like it would be nice for his own mental health, I think, if he would admit that he lost.
I think he did.
It's not legally necessary.
When you skip out of sessions of the G20 to go golfing, I think you've admitted defeat.
But he was doing that 3 years ago, Casey. So I don't know what you mean.
Not in the middle. That was a Sunday afternoon, not in the middle of a important conference.
Well, he was always leaving shit like the G20. That's what Ivanka was for, to go sit there. That you go to sit on his lap sometimes.
Yeah.
Bounce on the knee. There are pictures.
But I guess that going back to things we should be thankful for, at least that happened.
So at this point, what is the worst thing that could happen? And I definitely think, here's the answer. The worst thing that could happen is if Barack Obama or Joe Biden are arrested in the next 2 months.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because of Q. I mean, Q is us. We are Q.
Q's posted.
Ooh, you mean we posted?
Already? Q has posted about this election thing already tonight?
It's a part of the plan.
No, so Casey, don't say Q. We are Q. Remember?
Yeah, say his name. John Delancey.
Wait, what did Q say? It's part of the plan?
It's part of the plan.
It's part of the long play to get Trump back into the good graces of the...
Yeah, it's all... I mean,
the plan.
Pretty much we said it's a part of the plan. And
part of the plan.
Interprets that as...
It's part of the plan. That's kind of what, churches say when people die of horrible diseases.
It's, remember 2012?
Yeah. I was around.
Kind of.
End of the world.
Yeah.
What if they really meant 2021?
Except
that's next year, Casey.
We were
that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where they're like, 1999 was the year of the devil because 666 upside down.
Upside down.
End of Days.
Oh God, it was horrible.
It was End of Days.
Just thinking about it makes me a little angry. Makes me a little venti.
Casey, you say something.
Yeah, you say something.
That's 20.
Okay. Makes me a little pissed off. Makes me want to go right ahead and tell everyone to shut up.
We're going to let the band deal with this.
Toto's Carnage! Yeah!
All right, this is the end of the show in which we give the opposite of mad props, a.k.a. shut-ups, to persons, places, and things that are lowering our quality of life and deproving it. Mr. Casey, the Kasem, what do we got from the CTB Fam Zone Extreme on Facebook?
From Liz G, she says, "Shut up to dusting. It's not fun, and your only reward
Dustin.
is not, and its only reward is not violently sneezing all the time."
Fucking Dustin, he makes me sneeze so bad.
We all agree. Shut up, Dustin.
Dustin.
I mean, that's your problem, Brian. You obviously are dusting though. It's impacting your performance.
Oh yeah, that's why he's sneezing on the podcast. There's too much Dustin in your room. You got a guy named Dustin living in there.
I don't. Have I had this stuff long enough to need to dust it?
I don't know. To need to Dustin.
To need to dust it? I need to dust. I need to dust it in here. I'll buy some Lysol stuff and get a wipe. Because Casey, now that you mentioned, I'm looking around, and yeah, I guess I could all use a wipe. Hey, thanks, Liz.
Wipe
Thanks for the reminder.
it off. All right, what else we got?
What if that's who I am now, Evan? Casey? What if that's who I am? Somebody who says, hey, you should dust, and then I go and do it. I'll report back.
Welcome to 37. Johnny C says, "Shut up to 11-year-olds infiltrating the guild."
Yeah, this deserves a little explanation.
Yes,
myself and Johnny the Mailman and a few other members of the Fam Zone, we play a little video game on our phones. We have a guild. And recently there was a opening in the guild, and it was joined by a character named Dragon Slayer. And we all said hello to Dragon Slayer, and eventually Dragon Slayer revealed that he or she is an 11-year-old living in Illinois who's very upset about having to go to school.
And you guys decided to mentor this child, right?
Sort of. We're figuring out what the hell to do about it. It's like we made some jokes about TI-83s last night, and they were like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, no, 11-year-olds. You gotta go for like home ec and like, oh boy, getting hair in all these weird places, huh? Like, you gotta aim younger than TI-83. TI-83 is, hey, boy, you stop wearing sweatpants at school yet, or how's that going?
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
I don't even want to. I don't want to. I just want to not say a word to that child.
Gotcha.
That literal child.
So, hey, Dragon Slayer. You like that? TikTok there?
You like the the
TikTok?
ticky tack? I don't think this person is even old enough to be on TikTok or Facebook.
What if question? And that's why they've used their social media as whatever nerd ass game you're playing. Like maybe we should stop focusing on Dragon Slayer here and start focusing on you playing games that 11-year-olds play.
Did you ever play Halo when it was out, Brian?
No.
Do you play Fortnite still, Brian?
I say, remember that thing, Fortnite?
That game you spent 2,000 hours of your life playing?
I miss it so much.
You can play it on your phone.
Ugh, yuck.
See, look what you're doing now that all that free time you have now that you're not playing Fortnite.
Casey, I'm not gonna lie to you. With the ring light and the new background and everything, I look amazing. I've noticed, and that's how I feel.
I disagree.
You disagree? Thank you.
All right, that's all we got from the Fam Zone.
No, we got one more.
All right.
Jeff says, "Shut up to kids in virtual school while working from home and having internet problems."
That's very grown up. Shut up.
Yep, it is.
Can't relate at all.
And I was saying, shut up to whoever didn't put a access panel cover on the access panel to my crawl space, because apparently some cats are living in my crawl space.
No, it's your son. It's canon.
What if it's not cats, but what if it's performers from Cats who no longer work because people can't go to see like Cats anymore? Memories. Yeah, you have a bunch of out of work Broadway actors living in your crawl space.
Speaking of which, the most recent episode of How Did This Get Made is about the movie Cats.
Yeah, really funny.
Very funny.
The movie or the episode?
Both. Brian, what do you got?
Shut up to me.
Okay.
It's about time. So it's about time somebody shut up.
Tell us more.
I bought myself a pair of pants so I could go biking in. Cold weather pants.
Okay.
Off the internet. But I just was really excited and I just bought them. I just real quick. I just
Impulse buy.
Didn't think about like changing the size or that pants had sizes or anything. I just bought pants.
You bought the ladies small?
The men's double XL.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where did you get these?
What?
Where did you get them?
The internet. You got it from the cloud.
I'm sure there's a return policy. You send them back to the cloud.
It's a hassle. They won't just give you new pants. They want you to send. They actually want you to send the other pair back.
Oh.
Did you go to Target and say, "Hey, I bought some pants. They're the wrong size. Can I just grab the right ones?"
I don't know, Casey. Like these pants cost like $40 and stuff. Like, I feel like, do I just buy another pair or do I just wear these big pants?
Sell them on eBay.
You can return them. There's a return them.
The mail seems tough. I wish I knew someone. I wish I knew someone. I wish I knew someone who could help me navigate the postal service.
Yeah, we don't know anyone like that at all.
So, what if I just gave him the pants and said, "Hey, would you deal with this for me?
Can you return these for me to the mail?"
Don't put it in an envelope. Just write the address on the pants.
I just give Johnny a pair of pants and like a matchbook. I was like, look, I Googled it. Could you just make sure these get here? And I just shove them in his hands and I walk away. And I say, and if you can do that, I will make sure that all of my tax dollars only go. No more bombs or like public schools. I want to say Brian Levy, taxes. Post office.
Post office.
Yep.
And my shut up.
What if I think? Did I do my shut up yet?
You just did it.
Okay.
It's been going on for like 20 minutes.
Casey, I'm just doing that to entertain you. I remembered.
Shut up to Fox News' Project Baltimore. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't bother. It's terrible. It's really bad. It's negative. They never give any solutions to the problems that they report on. It sucks. Save our schools.
This restaurant's killing you as you speak.
The dirtiest bathrooms in all of Baltimore. Tonight on ABC2, starring Josie Sturman.
Josie hasn't worked for ABC2 in years on years. I think she might be a Sinclair employee.
Well, first of all, that was the joke, but also I'm not entirely sure who she. Yeah, I think she is on that Sinclair product. Talking
Central.
to America or Face Forward or whatever it's called.
Centrum Silver TV.
Yeah, we should get her back on the show to talk about her Footopedia entry.
I commented on that thread.
That's why I saw it.
It was fun. It's cool. Our old friend Josie, she has an entry on the Footopedia. She has a 4.0, which by my math is an 80, and that's a B-. And I mean, this aggression just will not stand, man.
Yeah. So we'll get her feet on this Zoom here. We'll do some measuring.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if she did that? Put her feet on the Zoom.
She's a good sport. I don't know.
Well, we'll have to ask.
She would never say a curse word, but she might put her foot on webcam.
Yeah. So I mean, now that there's a website of record, we'll just have to remember to take a screenshot and send it in.
Right.
Can anybody make an entry? Should we make an entry for Brian?
Ooh. No. All right, this has been episode 339 of the CTB, 338 of the CTB show.
Glad we did that, Casey.
Brian, stop interrupting me. I'm trying to close it out.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching, if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you very much for being a fan. Thank you very much for being a friend.
Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you comment, because I'm checking that all the time, so I can comment too.
I think the last video got 1 comment.
Was it by me?
No. It's just a comment.
Okay. Oh.
Have a great day and a great Thanksgiving. And a better tomorrow.
Thanksgiving!